Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna show you how you are going to do completable features in Java. Alright, to do that we need to start up. We need to create an object. Let's do that. We're just gonna name it completable feature sample. Alright, let's create a main function that will allow us to run the class. So we're just gonna do public static void main. We're just gonna have it just a standard. It's gonna accept an array of string of arguments. All right, in order for us to do completable features we need a pool of threads, and in Java 8 if you want to do pool of threads you need to start an executor service, or the recommended way is to do it. There's other ways you can do it, but this is the recommended way. So start executor service, and then we want to start a fixed number of thread. We control the number of thread that they are running within your application within the time that we are using it. So let's do executor, and we are going to start a new fix. All right, for the pool, we're gonna start with 4 for now. All right, now let's start a completable feature. It's right here. Oh no. So completable feature. Let's have it of type integer. We're just gonna call a feature, and then we're gonna have the completable feature. So for the completable feature the purpose of this demo, all we're gonna have it to do is we're gonna have it return the value 5 to us. We're not gonna have it do anything else, just to return the value 5. Obviously you can have here in this first argument, you can create lambdas and create functions, and you can have it do all the work you want it to do for you. But for the purpose of this example, we're just gonna have it return 5 to us. So once it's returned 5 to us, so it's gonna supply the 5 to us. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a 5 and then we're gonna apply some work to it. So once it's gonna return 5 to us, we're gonna take this feature and we're gonna do then apply, and then apply what will allow us to do basically is it's gonna allow us to use the input, which is the output of this function, and use it as an input here, and we're gonna do whatever we want to do with it. In this instance, we're just gonna add the value 15 to it. This added the value 15 to it right here, just to show you that we can use the input or the outputs from the previous function as an input for the new chain of function. And just to show you that it's run on a different thread, we're gonna print the name of the thread that is executing this piece of code. So let's just say, so first thread pool. Right, and then we're just gonna get the name of the thread. So current thread pool that get name. All right, and then we're gonna take the output of this, then apply, and then we're just gonna print it, just to show you that we can print several ones or have different functions. All right, then accept. Then what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna print this system that out, that's println. All right, and then what we're gonna print, we're just gonna do the sum is which basically the total of this sum. We're just gonna print it over here. So we just say here is going to be the x. All right, and then we're gonna print just the thread pool. We're just gonna call it the second thread pool, and then we are just going to get the name of the thread, current thread that get name. All right, I think this should be correct. I added another one. All right, so what we did here is we created a completable feature. The only work that we want the completable feature to do is return a 5. We take the 5, then we apply this to it. In this instance, we're just gonna add 15 to it, so it's going to be should give us a value of 20, and then we're just gonna do that 20, and we're not gonna do anything with it. We're just gonna print it over here, just to show you that you can chain these actions one after another. All right, and just to show you that the threads that they run this application, the threads that they are running here in Completable Feature are different than our main thread. We're gonna print the main thread just to show you the difference between system. All right, system. I can't spell. Println. All right, so we're just gonna throw in. So we're gonna do the main thread just to show you the main thread pool. We're just gonna call it thread. That's current thread. That get name. All right. And then we have to sleep. All right, sleep 5 milliseconds. So we don't really know. Depends on which thread is being used to execute this piece of code or this logic. We have to wait for the code to complete before then this done. This is just for the purpose of this example. And it's like it's complaining here. They want me to add to either add a try catch or add an exception. I'm just gonna add this exception right here. But probably you should depends what you need. You probably either need a try catch or a throw. And then I have to shut down my executor service. All right, executor service. Then await termination. Waits about 4 seconds. Time unit. We don't want days. We don't just want seconds. All right, let's close it. All right. We mentioned earlier we've created a new pool, a new thread pool, just 4 threads. Then we create a completable feature that all what it does for us right here is return 5. Then we take that 5 and then we apply this sum to it. We add 15, so it's going to be 20. And then we print the thread that execute this piece of code. Then we do accept. Basically, we accept the output of this function, which is gonna return for us the sum, which is 5, that's 15, 20. And here, just to show you, we're just gonna print it, and then we're gonna print the name of the thread that execute this piece of code. Here, just to show that the main thread is different than the thread that runs the computable feature. I'm gonna print the main thread for you, and then here to sleep. Because you don't know, depends on the logic you put in the completable feature, it may take some time to execute this piece of code. So we're just waiting 500 milliseconds, and then we shut down the executor service. All right, let's run it and see what we're gonna get. All right, it's running. All right, so the only thing, the main thing you can see here, so we see the main thread, we see the main thread. And then we see here thread pool 1 and another thread pool 1 main threads in here. And let's just for the sake of comparison, so it depends. You can see the main thread here. It was executed first, and then because we waited, these thread pools basically completed their work, then executed. And you can see here the output is 20, which is basically we return 5, we sum it up, and then we return it over here. So all these functions that come with completable features, one thing I want to show you, they actually came with async. So with async, you are forcing them to create. With async, you are forcing them to create a branch or create a new thread to do that. So let's do that again. So we added async. So by adding async, we're just forcing them to branch a thread. So they're always going to be a unique thread that kind of run the completable feature versus the main thread. So let's do it again. It's running. All right, so you can see here that we forked a new thread to do that. So I was going to show you the difference. So you can see here the name of the, because we added async, you can see that the name of the thread is different. So you can see that we forked a join pool to do this work, and then we forked another join pool to do this work. So it's kind of the same order. Always this thread will do their work, then the main will do their work. But then here, when added async, we are forcing it to create a new, fork another thread, versus here we just use another thread. So this is just a simple example to show you how you can use completable features in Java. Please stay tuned. I'm gonna add more samples.